Big, dark cavern ahead. Seems likely we'll find Crabble's hereabouts. Don't like the look of whatever that is. Rift, maybe? Careful. Any closer and we'll like to regret it.
Engaging combat protocols. Emergency protocols ready.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
Risk of sounding glib? That ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning nominally.
Can't say the same for the trooper.
Hello. You must be a new, co-worker. No. I mean, this whole capitalism thing isn't so dreadful after all. They even allowed me a choice between fishing and sanitary engineering.
That's far more freedom than we were ever offered while living under the Protectorate.
Also, brace yourself for this. Can you believe we receive pay, that is to say, monetary remuneration for our work?
What a novel concept. And we receive 2 rest days a year, which are also paid? We'll be compensated for doing literally nothing? I believe it's called
I know! So exciting! And next week, we're to be receiving audit. Truthfully, I haven't the faintest inkling what an audit is, but it sure sounds exciting. Or possibly delicious.
Essential listening for all. Not just an abundance of nourishment, but also power. Consider the Protectorate Wind Tower. Stare in amazement at this technological wonder, based on a schematic devised in a single afternoon by the Sovereign. It generates unlimited electrical current to our flawless facilities, such as the box relay.
Consider finding a human companion if you seek conversation.
Much is held in reserve.
Company. Must be from that ship on the landing pad.
Whoa there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a yay-saying Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Ah, yes. All us troopers share a unique bond, don't we? A certain camaraderie. For we are all but tools of war. Eh? Something like that? Look, I appreciate your attempt at playing excessively familiar with me to get inside, but it don't really matter. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. On the way from the landing pad? Had a convoy out that way. They're overdue. See any sign of them? Damnation. I know that tossball. Belonged to a friend on that detail. Keepsake, I guess. Thanks. That'll mean a lot to his family. They can use it to pay his gravesite fees. Fool never bothered keeping up on the payments. Them Protectorate drones been a serious menace of late. Heard Trooper Faulkner shot a few. You find a way to put a stop to them, there's a bounty for it. Bounty terminal's out next to the jail, across from the bar. Just down the lane here a spell. You get to Town Hall, you passed it. What? You been in hibernation or something? We're here to bring the free market's liberation to the people of Arcadia. And Arcadia's bounty to the rest of the galaxy, of course. Oh, we got everything. One of them, at least. Clinic's over there on your left. Watering hole's a bit down on the right. Market's a straight shot down the lane. As I've never heard of her, can't say I can. Seems like Minister Milver Street knows everybody, though. Probably ask him. Anything else? Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see. Mark my words, when my deal comes through, I'll have enough bids to own this place.
How in the blazes did you get in there? Huh. Guns after all. Most of these irons look pretty old-fashioned, too. A bit lackluster, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's real sad how our trainees will have the armaments to defend us now. I swear, Kemp, sometimes I wonder about you. Anyway, thanks for your help, friend. We were nigh at our wits' end trying to get into that armory. Now we can stop speculating on what's inside and actually do some work.
What do you think, Murph? Guess we could make this some kind of tax write-off.
If anyone asks, you're a professional we hired through the proper channels. Definitely not some nobody drifted in from the Aether. Understood? Good.
I guess the real treasure were the guns we found along the way.
Appreciate your help. These weapons are gonna save lives. On our side, anyway.
Leave me be. I have no interest in dealing with the machinations of you dark marketers today.
That guard wasn't being ironical about the giant hologram over Town Hall. Well, guess we ought to go acquaint ourselves with that minister like she said.
When you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here. Definitely not in excruciating pain.
Oh, please, take a seat. And the doctor will be with you in a legally acceptable amount of time.
Consume in peace, and we won't have a problem.
Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. Funny world, ain't it? I was on sentry duty, bravely surveying our perimeter for threats, when a Protectorate drone attacked out of nowhere. Third time in as many days. I returned fire like it was a cereal. Bang, bang, bang! Pew, pew, pew! Oh, not excessively, of course. Don't want Auntie taking that extra ammunition out of my paycheck. Again, it was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, you ask me. Trooper Faulkner happened upon the scene just then and dispatched the drone before it could finish me off. No idea where these drones are coming from, but Faulkner's been having a time of it lately. Be nice if someone helped out, but Carr's hands are tied. Lack of resources, I guess? As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending the forward operating base. Imagine the base is probably hurting for warm bodies just now. Can't imagine they'd turn down help from anyone who knows how to handle themselves and is a friend of Auntie's. The FOB's our main line of defense. The only thing stopping the Protectorate from sending their legions over that bridge of theirs and attacking us here in Fairfield. The man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Rumor has it his troopers are relentless, fighting through wounds that would kill most. What I wouldn't give to join his outfit. Playing it safe doesn't amount to much, but maybe you're right. Probably just muck things up at the FOB too. Damn it. I gotta find some way to beat these low-runger allegations. It's all a moot point till I can get this arm of mine mended. Poor Doc Barnes is working himself to the bone trying to take care of us, but he's only one man. I suppose it could be worse. At least Command's not throwing us at that relay station. Can't imagine the casualties he'd be dealing with then, given all its defenses. Well, Cole's got the saloon up and running now. World always shines a little brighter after a few swigs of Spectrum. Don't sweat it, none. Auntie's choice advocates for self-reliability anyway. Can't go around expecting other people to solve my problems for me, right? No, I'll be paying him for a service. I'm supporting the local economy, you see. Anyway, thanks for stopping to chat. The other troopers here ain't exactly chatty types. Maybe on account of the blood loss?
I must ask you to hold still.
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected. Excuse me, I'm in the middle of a private consultation.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. Well then, she should have thought about that before getting shot.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. At the moment, yes, it's only medical, Doctor. We also have Dr. Tinsley, but let's just say she's in a different discipline altogether. I'm on my own then, more or less. In case it isn't apparent, I'm having what might be called a day. A whole platoon of soldiers decided to get themselves all shot up defending the forward operating base. And then there's Erickson. Something happened with a drone. I don't know. You'd be better off speaking with him about it. Oh, good lad. But he's mistaken. It's not more hands I need, but resources. Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I am a doctor, not a magician. I cannot manufacture coagulant from the aether, neither do I possess the special training to improvise with what supplies I have on hand. Now, was there anything else? Some. Most still tout the all-healing nature of Protectorate medicine. But despite that, they're surprisingly amenable to accepting treatment.
They ain't grown up with the right to dissent. Probably wouldn't even occur to them to turn down poison if you told them to take it.
Good thing I don't prescribe poison then. Normally. In truth, I expected more resistance given the sudden transition. But I'm not one to complain of a headache I don't have. My stimulants cost a premium, but take enough and you'll see the architect. At least that's what I've heard. I must ask you to hold still.
Protectorate folks must have been bored out of their skulls before we showed up. Now life in Fairfield's a real shindig. Well, except for the handful of hullheads who couldn't accept this place is under new management. We sure fixed them. Boy, damn right.
Marginal improvement, still improvement, I suppose. Trainee Lindell, be so kind as to remind us all what the first rule of the range is.
Guns are weapons, not toys.
And do we aim weapons at colleagues or at our own unprotected upper stories, even in jest? Hint, we do not.
Nature made apples, but Anti-Fizzos made them better with Anti-Cleo's patented
The soldiers before you are former Protectorate subjects, mainly of the farming variety. No knowledge of combat. Scarce experience wielding anything deadlier than a wrench. They are accustomed to being told what to do, when to do it, even how to think. A lifetime of habitual servitude is not broken in a day. I'm not one to idle in the path of a good faith effort to accelerate education. The faster we can get more soldiers in the field, the better. There's just one problem. I don't know you. So, respectfully, I must ask, what do you feel qualifies you to give instruction to my recruits? You do have a certain confidence about you that is presently absent in these recruits. Very well, I'll allow you to speak with them. Don't make me regret this. Attention trainees, guns down. That means you too, Simpson. We have a guest who has a few words to share.
Do you have something to say to us? No, but it's probably what we deserve. The others are right. We're not cut out for this.
In the short amount of time we've shared, I've already observed a great deal of improvement in each and every one of you.
You really think so? Gee, imagine how fearsome we'll be in a month.
Precisely. Anticipate, then react. Now, if Auntie's faith in you is not misplaced, then prove it, trainees! Weapons at the ready! And fire! Well done, trainees! Well done! It appears your words have had their intended effect. Oh, thank law. The trainees seem quite taken with you, too. As I suspect they would riot if I let you leave without a reward. Please, accept this revolver with Auntie's thanks. Plan willing, I will have as much success deploying your wisdom with my next batch of recruits.
Good form.
You'd make a great lower manager.
How do you eat Purpleberry Crunch? Real warriors eat it right from the box.
Gonna need a bigger storeroom for all these orders.
Not everyone's cut out for life in an anti-encampment. It's intense, but only 3 to attend, and we sleep in shifts. Cot's comfy enough.
Boy, take this terminal and trash it. That's it. I need a smoke. If you're about to blast me about fixing that void-forsaken terminal, it'll have to wait. I'm entitled to a break like anyone else. It's in my contract. I triple-checked. What do you think the smokes are for? It's like getting a few breaths of air while standing in a decompressing cargo bay, so... yes and no. I'm getting pressure from the folks up top to deploy these Protectorate drones to the military camp on behalf of Auntie's choice. But that terminal's been giving me some trouble. The drones are ready to launch. All that he's doing is fixing their targeting priorities so they mark us as friendlies. But I can't breach the terminal's security protocols. Drones are only as dangerous as their programming. But it's a moot point anyway. These ones ain't gonna shift on their own anytime soon. And that there's a problem. I know it probably seems like we're up to our ducks in troops, but half of them are ex-Protectorate trainees who can't tell the business end of a rifle. We need these drones. As long as I'm on break, work does not exist. I cannot see the terminal. I do not hear the terminal. Get me? If you want to go poking around, that's your prerogative. Just don't break anything, all right? Something I can help you with? Not yet. Though if anyone asks, I'm making unprecedented progress. You'd think so, huh? But these Protectorate systems aren't like ours back home. Trip the wrong switch and you get locked out. Have to start all over. Ask me how I know. Have another smoke? Sometimes you gotta get away from the problem in order to solve the problem. That's what I'm doing. I hope. What? Oh, yeah. I must have gotten jammed in there prior to the liberation. Truth be told, I'd forgotten about it. What with all the trouble this terminal's been giving me. If I can get these drones launched, you're welcome to help yourself to it. go. Kara's gonna be pleased having them added to the arsenal. Drones launched, and no one dead. I'd say this calls for a celebratory smoke. Say, maybe we don't mention your part in all this to Kara, huh? Truth be told, she's taken issue with me as of late. I could really do with not looking the fool again. You're a real pal. You will definitely be getting a high score from me during the biannual peer review. And before you go, take these. Reckon they'll come in handy to someone of your expertise. Swear that terminal deducted years from my life.
Do me a kindness and mosey on.
Don't go into that cheap saloon if you got a lick of gumption. They got no tolerance for it. Why do you think I'm out here? Has nothing to do with my current and very temporary shortage of funds.
Swear, I almost had it this time. Everything all lined up. Easy mark, guaranteed moneymaker, favorable terms. Practically the recipe for success. Look like you've had your share of troubles. Ever had the perfect opportunity just slip through your fingers? So you can understand my situation then. I had just the thing to get me a fast-track promotion to lower middle management. Now you seem like someone who knows a good deal and wouldn't be adverse to helping me out. It's like this. I agreed to meet with a business associate to finalize a deal, but the location got set for Spire Grove. Problem is, you been outside of Fairfield? The funicular to Spire Grove broke recently, so I got no way to get up there. I'd break my neck scaling that cliff for sure. There's a long way around, but it's not for me. Why, the path there might be lousy with raptidons for all I know. It wasn't before, but mayhap they were just lulling me into a false sense of complacency so they can strike. While exploring facilities to the north, my partner unearthed a heretofore unexploited advanced protectorate technology. Couldn't or wouldn't go into details, but he promised every household would want one, that it'd revolutionize the daily life of Auntie's choice citizens. Pitched him the dumbest deal I could think of. Told him I'd trade him my entire Tossball card collection for schematics or a prototype. Said sure. Complete rube. Didn't even ask about condition. My Kelvin Tran rookie card isn't even ultra fine. Got a piece of nicotine chewing gum stuck to it. Opportunistically leveraging difficult predicaments. That's the Auntie's choice way. I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it turns out a roaring success like it ought to, and I get a fat promotion, I promise I'll see you're taken care of later. Splendid. Go parlay with Jackson Plum up at Spire Grove. It's some kind of agricultural harvesting encampment southwest of here, near a mess of them rocky spires. He'll provide the agreed-upon schematics. Truth is, haven't the slightest. You know the Protectorate have all the most advanced technology, though. Probably something straight out of an Aetherwave serial. Edible spacesuits, N-ray specs, matter translocation. It could be anything. If Jackson's all fired up about it, it'll be beyond comprehension, I'm sure. Well, the broke-down funicular is due west of here. Dexterous-looking so-and-so like yourself could probably scarp her up it in a jiffy. From there, it's just up the hill a smidge. So close, but so far away. At least for me, anyhow.
All right then. Don't let me keep you.
With anti-fizzos, bottled under more than 3 atmospheres of pressure. Nature made apples, but anti-fizzos made them better. With
People think I got ejected from the saloon because I'm 3 sheets to the wind. Well, maybe I am drunk. Drunk on bold ideas.
I see a huge opportunity for us in Fairfield. There's zero competition and plenty to drive people to drink.
One of my copious direct reports. Rest assured, I'm making adequate progress in my manual labors. Time for another performance review already. Apologies, I'm still applying the required elbow grease to scour these surfaces, just like a novice facility sanitizer should. Many thanks for the validation. I don't suppose you can spread the word of my competency. I desperately seek to avoid yet another demotion. This meritocratic society is still so foreign. The workplace skullduggery, the prioritizing of self over community, the excessively colorful nutrition. I fear I'm not cut out for this canid, eat canid lifestyle. Seems the only way to flourish is through general underhandedness and ruthless efficiency. Never picked up those skills in my 50 years as Fairfield's drone operator. Pity they didn't keep me on there. I was quite skilled at it. Why, of course. Once a drone operator, always a drone operator. Just enter this code and you should be able to circumvent any lockouts. Thank you for making me feel like a vital cog in the system again. Well, now I better get back to cleaning. The only good employee is a useful one, after all. Yeah, I was surprised to learn that things that are artificial are good.
Welcome to the name-pending saloon, purveyor of spirits and stimuli. What'll it be, stranger?
This term, self-betterment, makes you 110%.
That is an ensuing step on my 19-point business plan. Trying to find a name that would convince patrons to spend their hard-earned bits here. Like to hear a few contenders? At present, my top favorites are 1. The Drunken Haggler, 2. Accessories, 3. Absinthe-Minded, 4. The Fair Shake. Now tell me, which would make you spend your hard-earned bits here? Well, that's what we'll call it then. I'll tell future business partners we did extensive outside testing. I can now check off step 18 of my business plan. Shh, not so loud. Look, operating a new location sure ain't easy. Swear I get blamed for anything going wrong, whether it's my fault or some foul up from the local head office. But the nice thing about Fairfield, if you sound like you got some know-how, people believe just about any bit of hooey or bunkum you declare. Why, sure. You'd be surprised how much loose talk and idle speculation occurs around here. What, between them Protectorate defectors, finally able to speak their minds, and all our off-duty Auntie's employees carping about work and the war. Any particular topic you have in mind? You're asking me for the particulars of a high-level corporate acquisition. Like an in-depth accounting of the various parties who vied for control and who won out in the end? They merged, rebranded, Auntie Cleo seems in charge now. Dunno. Do my best to steer clear of corporate intrigue. Vox Station's run by a brigadier by the name of Montelli. Sounds like he's as much a danger to his own troops as ours. Real piece of work, even by Protectorate standards. Reportedly enamored of show trials and summary executions. Tell you one thing you can't avoid, the bridge. No other way around it, and at present, it's held by Protectorate forces. We have a small contingent of troops bivouacked nearby. Forward Operating Base, they call it. Oh, Minister Milverstreet's blessed with the gift of gab. Swear he could sell bypass shunts to a Raptidon. Ain't one of them falsely magniloquent types, though. Sincere fella. Shares command of Fairfield with Acquisitions Officer Carr. She's blunt and murderous. Two traits Auntie's Choice highly prizes in a commander of corporate forces. To say they have differing approaches to leadership is like saying, gee, suns are hot, whilst being incinerated in a solar eruption. My pleasure. Got anything for me in return? Your Earth Directorate. Never figured to meet one of you all, especially in here. It's like some hapless critter, once thought extinct, just trotted on into the place. Here I was hoping you'd have a good story for me in exchange, but oh well. Not everyone's a seasoned raconteur. All right. Appreciate you dropping by.
There's no such thing as free advice, dear.